Both teams riding 2-0 starts here. One, we'll get the turkey and move to 3-0 as week 3 gets underway. He'll begin his return from the 11. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Dive play straight ahead. And a nice 70-yard chunk on the opening snap of this game.
That run may not have got you at first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. They give it to him again. And he will not score, but he got oh so close, Brock. Out of bounds 4 yards shy of that end zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off, but don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon and give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
They'll try and punch it in, and he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And he gets in, touchdown! The Giants take a 6-0 lead right away. Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. Extra point set in through the rain. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Mevis ready to send this one away. Brings in the kick at the 9. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. First tone of the game for James Cook. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Going to the ground again on 1st. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Allen setting up play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. The Bills with a punt team out there. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
Warriors 70. 79 Bronco.
Dark from the pistol. That's him on the quick hitter. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Go, Jack. Go, Jack. Let's go. Take off.
Lone back gets the handoff. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. And no surprise here, they decline the flag because the play got a first down, so they're going to happily let it stand.
Got it. Ready?
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
60. Here we go. Set. 19, 18. Come 19. Come 19. Vehicle. 18.
Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Cuffs. This is Xavier Leggett. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. A gain of 26 yards there. And it's good for a New York first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
On first down, here's Dart. And got his man. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take a 13-0 lead. Malik Neighbors with the touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single eye or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Mevis ready to send this one away. Return starts at the 3. Making some progress here. Races past midfield. And that return ends, but they are very happy about it. Offense taking over all the way down to the opposition's 45.
Well, by the time he shifted into a different gear and began that foot race up the left sideline, you could tell this return was already getting out of hand. And what a gift for this offense, who now gets to take over. A lot of the work in the field position already done.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got into short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. That finds his man, it's Keon Coleman. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Cook trying this one up the gut. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Allen on the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
Here comes the field goal unit now for the Bills. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And they're trying to will it further, but it just doesn't have the muster. This one falls short. And that's going to keep the difference at 14 points.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Throwing on 1st down. It starts. He fires one deep down the left sideline. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Bills are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
And holding penalty is going to make 1st down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he works his way for a gain of 4. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Play action now with Allen. Headed out right. And the hit arrived shortly after that football he did, but he hangs on for a gain down to the enemy 44. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Markers are reset. Here we go, ball at the 44. This is Cook. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got the tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Working quickly here.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st down, Allen escapes the pocket. Oh, Allen loses it. But it looked like a member of the Bills was able to get to that one, so possession remains with them. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know, man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Our score, 14-0. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be second down. They've got a man in motion.
Round 80! Alert! Is it?
Now Allen. Finds him over the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Now run by Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a James Cook touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Bills chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return starts at the 9. And he gets crunched by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10.
Here we go, here we go!
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Darts looking to throw. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. Christian Izien with the INT. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up first and 10. Handoff headed right. It's Cook. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Play action now. Allen vacates quickly left side. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Allen on third down. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They gain 11 on that play. And the Bills have a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Now it's Cook. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. Halfway there on first down. That brings up second and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Working from the gun, it's Allen. That's over the middle and caught by Coleman. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he manages to find a little traction on that Soaps field as he fights forward for a couple. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Back to throw now, Allen. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. So this is going to be 2nd down and long following the holding flag.
Middle. Round 80.
Allen setting up to throw. Caught. There's that rookie out of Florida State. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Half 85.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. They're just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Allen to throw. And this is going to fall incomplete. Well, we made a call for the end zone there, but nobody picked up on the other end. Now it's 3rd down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Here's a give to Cook. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Bills parlay the interception into points. It's a James Cook touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Bills tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Has it at the 11. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
Ready up.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Bronco 80. Take on. Push in. 60 Maverick. Close.
From the gun, here's Dart. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
19 Tiger. Take go.
He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. The Giants are set to punt. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. He fields this at the 18. Gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Allen looking to throw. Hits his running back. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Looking right, and he finds him. And he has them a 1st down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Blitz coming here. Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he works it down to the enemy 44-yard line. Drew Phillips making the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Alert! Alert! Alert!
This is Cook on the handoff. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
1st and 10 from the 32. Now Allen off the play action. He rolls to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Second and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. They'll run it with Cook. He takes it ahead for a healthy 7 yards. It's 3rd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Again, it's Cook. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Goes it at the 7. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry up.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Cook again. And he's still going backwards as they get him behind the line. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
Running out of chances. Here's 3rd and goal.
Alert! Alert! Alert!
Throwing here, Allen. Into traffic, complete. And this will be a pickup of about 3. Is that enough to convince them to go for it here?
Brings up 4th and goal.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Harrison Beavis to kick off.
Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. He fields it from the 8. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner, and this gets out to the 30. Now we have a momentary stoppage for an injured Giant as they get somebody out there to tend to him. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Cook. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Giants will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, Brock, it was an absolute battle in the first half as they played to a tie heading into the locker rooms. And already we have the first big play of half number 2 with that INT.
Yeah, not just the first big play, but maybe the first separating play here, Kate. There's always a moment in the second half, especially where one of these teams makes the play, right? That one that we're going to circle and look back to as the defining play of the half. We may just have witnessed it right there.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
Dart from the pistol. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. And from where that fumble came, Brock, zero chance they were going to turn a profit on that play, right? But at least they did get it back. So they keep the football, but now they face 2nd and long. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. They'll run here, following the penalty. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on 1st down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it's 3rd and short. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs.
6.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4.
79 Bronco. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Buffalo 18.
He'll throw it. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Play action now with Allen. Big strike downfield to Coleman. And they're going to be set up with a 1st down after a nice gain there as he's down by contact.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Pressure coming, it's Allen. Complete out to the right. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Buffalo 1st. Now Allen. Brought in right side. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
Running for the marker on 2nd. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Another one for Cook. And he won't get back to the line, Bronk. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Well, it would have been a long field goal in the rain, Bronk, so instead of trying that, they're going to go for it. Back to throw it. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Juju Brents with a pick. Well, depending on which side of the ball you're looking at here, Brock, things have either been very sharp or they've been just awful to start this 2nd half. 2 drives, 2 interceptions now.
And where do you think I'm looking, Kate?
Oh, I know. Where you been looking?
Oh, it's a miserable place to be as a quarterback, just knowing
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough 1st step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
the ultimate team sport still has so many times games within the game, individual battles, and right now, they don't have an answer for this guy. It may be time to turn the line to Chip to find some way to protect the quarterback.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Darks looking at this 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
And he drives this one into the pouring rain. Takes it in at the 26. And he's brought down before the return gets far. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10.
What's that?
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Downfield is fine, safe ground. And no gain after the catch, but the gain's still out across midfield. They're to the 45. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. It's Allen out of the pistol. Another one caught by St. Brown. And the tackle tackle quickly follows that catch as this one reaches the 23. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
First down. A gain of 22 yards.
Look out!
Hand off to the back. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
At the 21-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw now, Allen. Chased out to his right. That's complete to St. Brown outright. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
Allen on 3rd and 2. Completed to his running back. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Here's Allen. To the end zone, but incomplete. Couldn't get it. That's going to set up 2nd and goal. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
Cook. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Dose of the hurry up here. They go to him again. And they're going to say he was short. They held him out, Brock, and now we're going to have to wait and see what they decide to do here on 4th and goal.
These are the moments, and these are the kind of calls, Kate, that this offensive coordinator makes his money. You just get stuffed on a run, and now you got 4th and goal. What are you going to do?
Big play here, tie game, and here comes 4th and goal. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Bills take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. Josh Allen, the touchdown. On a quarterback sneak to the end zone. That one right down the middle. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Short kick gathered in at the 15. Through the defense it goes. Room to burn. He will go. Touchdown, New York. The Giants cut it to 1 late in the 3rd. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Fields this one at the 3. He is rocked. That ball's free. And they steal it back on the return. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's all knotted up at 21, partner. Still plenty of scoring here as we try to decide our winner. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go, set. Panther 60, Panther 60. Hup.
Quick one to the outside by Dart. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play first and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Let's go.
On play action with Dart. Bails out of the pocket quick. Has it at the back of the end zone, but the throw carries him out of bounds. It's incomplete.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now, but will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. So they get dings for the holding. Got to wonder if that changes their call as they line this up for third down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here he goes, third and long. Buys time, rolling right. He's going to run for it. He almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down. Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Mevis ready to send this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25. All right, Bills to the line now. First and 10. Throwing now on first down, Allen. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Fails to find his running back. And it sets up second down.
I love the thought there and the idea. Get your guy in space. But he can't make anything happen until he catches it cleanly first.
From the 24 once again, it's second and 10. Allen setting up play action. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out. It's a pickup of 26. And the Bills have a first down. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up second and 8.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. So the false start backs him up 5. Here comes second and long. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Connects on the crosser. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Allen now on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages. Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself. Well, that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Hits his running back, and he's brought down at the 17-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
From the red zone now. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one, where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Second down, Allen throwing again. Pulled in by his back, Cook. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
Third down, Giants coming out in a dime look. Looking to throw. Connects with Cook. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off in the line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Kicked well, and this is good! And they've tied it up late in the fourth.
Prospect of overtime now, Kate's right on the horizon thanks to that field goal. His mindset, though, well, it's the same as all his teammates out there. We're about to take the field. Let's go get this ball back. Let's find a way to win this thing in regulation.
He showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the fourth quarter and you feel that momentum being lost, that's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that third phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
Dive play straight ahead. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
The give here on second. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Taking a chance to the end zone. And that one's going to be incomplete. A deep look, unsuccessful. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Now give left side. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good for a New York first down.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Panther 60, Panther 60, Bison, 60.
Setting up to pass. Short pass brought in. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. Well, he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
70, let's go now.
Back to throw. That's caught at the 4. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal.
Go!
There's a dive up the middle. And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal. But you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Mevis ready to send this one away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
We're in the last half minute of play. Now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw it. Cook calls it in. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Buffalo calls it 2nd time out of the half. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Can't connect on this one. A rare miss, been thrown for him all game, but this one didn't work out. It's 2nd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. Allen gonna throw again. Finds him on the crossing route. And he stops the clock and moves the chains. 14 seconds to go. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. To the air again, Allen. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered gate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Again, Allen to the air. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. It's intercepted. That will do it. And the Giants make one final massive play, and that finishes the win. So the Giants come away with the win. Well, Brock, I think it's safe to say that the top-ranked defense in the NFL